Yes. Right. Uh, right. Right. As per our last class, I have explained about the definition of a plane. Right. Here, this is my plane whose equation is nothing but ax plus by standard form for the plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d equals to 0. This is the standard form of the equation of the plane, which is nothing but first degree equation, right? So that means if this is the plane for which normal is nothing but what? This is your normal. This is normal is a line which is perpendicular to the plane. Whenever normal is to the perpendicular, it also means that for that normal, this coefficients, x coefficient, y coefficient, and z coefficient becomes the direction cosine, direction ratios. Right? This is what we have discussed in last class. Whenever normal is there for plane, it is also means that it is also clear that your normal is also perpendicular to the lines which are lies in the plane. For every line, this is always a perpendicular. For every line which is in the plane, for that lines, this normal is always a perpendicular line, right? So here, one point form is there in the case of plane, same like 2D. Here also one point form is there, one point form. Here, equation of any plane passing through the point. I have a plane, for example, this is my plane. In this one point, I am supposing as a x1, y1, z1. My point is x1, y1, z1. Right? So if we know the one point to the in that plane, then the equation of the plane is equation of the plane passing through this point, passing through the point x1, y1, z1. Equation of the plane passing through this point is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1. This is the equation of the plane passing through the point x1 comma y1 comma z1. Here your capital A, if you want, you may write them as a small letters. It is not a problem. So anyhow, here capital A, capital B, capital C are nothing but they are the simply direction ratios of the normal to that plane. Okay. So this is nothing but your equation of the plane when you know the one point x1, y1, z1, where A, B, C are direction ratios of the normal to the plane. So now we are going to take an intercept form. There are different forms are there for to represent a plane, right? Standard form is what? Your standard form of the plane is a first degree equation. That is a ax plus by plus ax plus by plus cz plus d equals to 0. Now we are taking different forms for the plane, right? So here, one first form is one point form. Another form is a very important form is intercept form. Intercept form. Intercept form. Intercept form is nothing but here. Just like for this, I am trying to explain through geometrical interpretation. I'm trying to put in front of you. This is x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, right? So now, for example, if it is my x-axis and if it is my y-axis and the z-axis, now I have a plane which cuts this, which passes through this 3 coordinate axis. I'm supposing that there is some plane which passes through, right? This is my plane which passes through this 3 coordinate axis. If you here, I want to explain this thing. For example, listen here. This is my 3 coordinate axis system, right? Observe this. Please observe the video. This is my coordinate axis system. X-axis, 3 fingers I have shown in the video. Please observe this, right? So x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, 3 coordinate axes are like this, right? 3 fingers, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Please look into my video, please. For this 3 coordinate axis, I have a plane. This is my plane. This plane passes through this 3 coordinate axis like this. If you observe this, I think, I don't know whether my video is clear to you.
No, sir. Video is not.
Sir.
No. Is it clear now?
Sharing is there, sir. Board is there.
Okay. Such a plane like, I'm supposing such plane is like this, which cuts the 3 coordinate axis. So it cuts x-axis at some point, y-axis at some point, and z-axis at some point. Here, this distance, right? The plane which cuts the x-axis at some point means we have some distance from origin to this point where plane cuts the x-axis. Similarly, we should have a point B which cuts y-axis at some point. However, that length I am supposing as B. This length we are supposing as C. So here A, B, C are nothing but what? Simply which are the distances from the origin to the point where the plane cuts the axis. When plane cuts x-axis, so from origin to that point, some distance is there. That distance is nothing but A. Similarly, on y-axis, distance is B, and z-axis, distance is C. These 3 values are said to be x-intercept. Here we will call A as a x-intercept. X-intercept. X-intercept doesn't mean that is a distance from the origin, right? Majority of the students may get confusion here. A is the distance from the origin on x-axis where the plane cuts, right? Which is known as a x-intercept. Similarly, B is known as a y-intercept, and C is known as a z-intercept, right? So please don't confuse. Whenever intercepts, it doesn't mean that they are the distances from the origin on coordinate axis where the plane cuts the points. The plane ekkadaithe axis ni cut chestado ఆ కట్ చేసే పాయింట్ నుంచి ఆరిజిన్ కున్న డిస్టెన్సెస్ నే మనం ఏమంటున్నాం అంటే ఇంటర్సెప్ట్స్ అంటున్నాం. ఎక్స్ ఇంటర్సెప్ట్, వై ఇంటర్సెప్ట్ అండ్ జెడ్ ఇంటర్సెప్ట్, రైట్? ఓకే, రైట్. So now when x intercept, y intercept and z intercept is known to you, then the equation of the plane, right? Then plane equation in intercept form. Plane equation is x by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 1. So here in last case, we have observed one thing, that is standard form is what? Your standard form is ax plus by plus cz plus d equals to 0. This is a standard form, right, of the plane equation. Whereas 1 point form is this one. When we know the point in the plane, 1 point in the plane, and the normal direction ratios are a, b, c, then equation of the plane is this one: capital A into x minus x1 plus capital B into y minus y1 plus capital C into z minus z1 equals to 0. Right? Now, another third one is the intercept form. All these 3 are the various forms for the plane equations. Particularly, these three are very important for us. Right? Someone may, your problem may be of any type. You have to observe whether it is in which form, so that accordingly we can estimate the values. Right? So these are the three very important standard forms which we to know. Of course, there are some more forms also available for the planes, but these three are very important for us. Right? So now,
Sir, can you show me again first form, sir?
First form is this one. Just a first degree equation in XYZ. That is AX plus BY plus standard general form or standard form you may call.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. So now, now the question is, sometimes we are given a standard form. Sometimes we are given a standard form. So now the question is reduction of a general equation into intercept form, right? Reduction of the plane from the standard general form to the intercept form, right? Reduction of the plane from general form to intercept form. Here, for example, if you are given a plane equation like this, AX plus BY plus CZ plus D equals to 0. AX plus BY plus CZ plus D equals to 0. If this is the equation given to us, then our immediate work is to write, bring this constant to RHS, then this takes this form, which is minus D. This technique, conversion of general form to intercept form, is helpful in solving problems. So in so many problems, we will get this type of situation. So at that time, when we divide both sides with minus D, then I have this equations as A by minus A, right? X of course, plus B by minus, A by minus D, A by minus D, X plus B by minus D, Y plus C by minus D, Z is equals to 1. What we are doing, I am dividing both sides with minus D. Then this can be expressed as X, which can be expressed as X by minus D by A plus Y by minus D by B, Y by minus D by B, minus D by B plus Z by minus D by C equals to 1. So now, whenever we are given an equation in general form, this is the way to convert the equation, plane equation, into intercept form. All right. So this is the way to convert the equation, plane equation, from general to intercept form. Right. Now the question is, now I'm going to take one problem. Right. Now my question is, does the point 4 minus 6, does the point 4 minus 6 comma 0, 4 minus 6 comma 0 lies on the plane, which, for which intercepts are, intercepts doesn't mean that lengths on x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, where from the origin to the point where plane cuts the axis. అంటే ఆ ప్లేన్ అనేది x-axis ఎక్కడైతే కట్ చేస్తుందో, ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి ఆ కట్ చేసే పాయింట్ కున్న డిస్టెన్సెస్ అన్నట్టు. x-axis మీద ఎక్కడైతే ప్లేన్ కట్ చేస్తుందో ఆ పాయింట్, ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి ఆ పాయింట్ కున్న డిస్టెన్స్ a అంటాం, అది x ఇంటర్సెప్ట్ అని పిలుస్తాం. అలానే సేమ్ ప్లేన్ y-axis ని కూడా కట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇంత ముందుకు ఫిగర్ లో చూపించాను చూడండి. Same plane cuts three coordinate axes, right? They are nothing but, the distances are nothing but simply x-intercept, y-intercept, and z-intercept, right? So now the question is, does the point 4 minus 6, 0 lies in the plane for which, in which x-intercept, y-intercept, z-intercept are 2, 3, 5. Here plane equation is not given directly to us, but we are given the intercepts on xy axis, y axis, z axis. We are given that these are the intercept, right? Intercepts. Okay. So now my intercepts are these, right? Oh, sorry. What happened? Right. These are my intercepts, right? Which are my intercepts, right? So now, since these are the intercepts, according to the standard form, according to the form of the intercept or intercept form, whenever intercepts are given to us, they are nothing but ABC values. So what is the equation in intercept form? Plane equation in intercept form is x by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 1. Right? Z by c equals to 1. Right. So here, now your plane equation becomes x by 2 plus y by 3 plus z by 5 equals to 1. Now the question is what? Whether this point lies in this plane. Of course, I'm supposing, this is my plane, right? I'm supposing this is my plane where x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis are like this. And here intercept forms are, x-intercept, y-intercept, and z-intercepts given as this is my x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, right? Z-axis. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 5, right? So now we to check in this plane, we are given one more thing. Now we are verifying the given point lies in this plane. For example, it is somewhere here on z-axis, right? So it should be somewhere here. That is some 4 comma minus 6 somewhere. Otherwise, you can treat it as a point somewhere in the plane, right? So to check this thing, simply idea is simple. Whether this point satisfies this equation or not. 4 minus 6, 0 satisfying this equation or not. That is enough for us. So simply substitute. Right. So here 4 by 6 in place of x, y, z, replace 4 minus 6, 0, which is minus 6 by 3, right? Plus 0 by 5. Now the question is, this is equals to 1 or not. So however, what is the value of this, right?
Minus 1. 4 by 2. 4 by 2, sir. 4 by 2.
Right. 4 by 2. So which is not equals to what? Which is not equals to 1. So that is the reason. What is the conclusion we can make? 4
given
comma
point
minus. This point does not satisfy. Right. Very good. So which not lies in the plane, right? So this is one of the important problem usually comes in any examinations. But if the standard equation is given to us, there is no problem. The plane equation standard some ax plus by plus cz plus d is the simple and substitute chestam. Kani to answer this question, here you should know two things. One is easy. Simply by substituting the point, we can check. That is okay, no problem. But the other thing is, you should know the formula of the plane when intercepts are given, right? So since 2, 3, 5 are intercepts, therefore plane equation, this idea is important to solve this problem, right? Remaining easily you can check substituting and verification. That is not a problem to you. But from the given hypothesis, what is the plane equation we to write? That is very important, right? So now our next problem is, right? So here we are given a problem that is a plane meets coordinate axis at 3 different points. I'm supposing that a plane is like this, or you may take this plane, you can put in any form, right? Try to imagine, since it is a three-dimensional geometry, everything you have to imagine, right? When we are drawing figures, you have to imagine, right? Imaginary part is more in figures. ఎందుకంటే మనం డ్రా చేసే ఫిగర్స్ అన్ని 2Dలో డ్రా చేస్తుంటాం కానీ ఇదంతా 3Dలో ఇమాజిన్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది మీరు, రైట్? సో నౌ ఏ ప్లేన్ మీట్స్ కోఆర్డినేట్ యాక్సిస్ ఎట్ 3 points. 3 points here I am supposing them as this is one point A, capital A point, and another point is a B. This is a B point, right? Another point is this is a C. So a plane meets the coordinate axis at A, B, C such that the centroid of ABC, and we are given that our plane meets the coordinate axis at 3 places ABC, and for this plane centroid is also given for these 3 points. With respect to these 3 points, your centroid is given as ABC. This is the centroid. I'm supposing this is somewhere here in the plane is a centroid. This is my centroid, right? So if this is my centroid, then plane equation is, now the question is plane equation is, right? So in here we will suppose when we are dealing with this type of problems, we will use the idea of locus, right? With the idea of locus, we will move and we will get the answers. So here we don't know about the plane, but you are given that your plane cuts 3 coordinate axes at A, B, C. That means in general intercepts structure is there. It looks like intercept structure because it cuts ABC, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis at ABC 3 points వద్ద కట్ చేస్తుందంటే అక్కడ ఇంటర్సెప్ట్స్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతున్నాయి మనకి ప్లేన్కి సంబంధించి. ఎప్పుడైతే ఇంటర్సెప్ట్స్ కనబడుతున్నాయో దానికి స్టాండర్డ్గా నువ్వు సపోజ్ చేయాల్సినటువంటి ఈక్వేషన్, ప్లేన్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఈజ్ always x by p plus y by q plus z by r equals to 1. Now we are given that because of this standard form, I mean indirectly we are supposing that A point is P00, B point is 0Q0, like that. Indirectly we are supposing these points, right? B point is 0Q0, and C point is 0, R. 0, R. Right. So now, whenever ABC is like this, then what is the formula for centroid? Actually, here we are given our given centroid is ABC. But for these 3 points, if you use centroid formula, right, which is nothing but what? P by 3 plus, right? Sorry, P by 3 comma Q by 3, right? P plus 0 by 3. 0 plus Q plus 0 by 3. Similarly, 0 plus R by 3, which is R by 3. So this is your formula for centroid, through which what is the value of P? If I equate the corresponding coordinates, I am getting it as P is equals to 3A, Q is equals to 3B, R is equals to 3C. Here you have to observe one thing. This method of way of doing technique is helpful in giving your answer for some questions. కొన్ని questions కి నువ్వు ఆన్సర్ చేయాలంటే ఈ మెథడ్ ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ కూడా చూసుకోవాలి. ఇది ఈ ఐడియా అనేది అక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తుంటాం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో. If you substitute PQR in the problem, then you are in this equation. If you substitute this PQR values here, which is x by 3A plus y by 3B plus z by 3C equals to 1, which is nothing but what? Right? And what is your plane equation now? X by A plus y by B plus z by C equals to 3. So this is the equation of the plane when problem is given like this. Centroid is a ABC given. Then the formula for plane equation is this. Right. In the similar manner, if you are given, I mean, this is a standard formula, right? So what you have understood this in this, otherwise you may by heart this as a formula. Whenever centroid is given to us and a plane cuts 3 coordinate axis, then formula for plane is this. Now I'm going to take one problem. In that problem, we are given. Now our next problem is here. I am trying to put. In that problem, we are given that a plane meets coordinate axis. That is the thing given to us at ABC. Same ABC, plane cuts 3 coordinate axis at ABC we are given. Next thing is for which centroid is also given to us. Centroid is given as 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So in last case, I gave a general structure or general method I have explained when centroid is given. In such case, how to obtain plane equation. That general method I have explained in last problem. But now, particularly in place of ABC, here we are given what? In place of ABC, here we are given these 3 values. These are the 3 values given to us, right? So whenever ABC are given, this is nothing but your ABC. Now substitute this ABC here. If you substitute this ABC here, now what is the plane equation becomes?
X plus y
Plane
plus
X plus y plus z plus 1 is equal to 1.
Means x by 1 by 3, right? Plus y by 1 by 3 plus z by 1 by 3 equals to 1. On simplifying this, you will get it as, after simplifying this, you will get it as, as you said, answer is after simplification, x plus y plus z is equals to 1. This is the answer for the plane. Okay. Right. So now, right. Okay. Similarly, if we are given another centroid, you have to go with, for example, another centroid is given like this 1 by 2, 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3. In that case, plane equation becomes like this: x by 1 plus y by 1 by 2 plus z by minus 1 by 3. So in this case, your plane equation is x plus 2y minus 3z equals to 3. This is the equation of the plane. However, whenever centroid is involved, you should know that equation of the plane is this. This you have to be, I mean, this formula should be in your mind. Then you can answer easily. It looks like that formula only, right? Right. Z by C is equals to 1. But whenever centroid formula is there, it is almost similar to, or same of course indirectly, to the intercept form. So this type of problems you may given in your examination in terms of centroid, and this is the way to conclude the problem. So as per my knowledge, these 2 problems, particularly which I have discussed for centroid, came in 93 and 95, right? And in different papers, right? So now, so far we have discussed how many forms for the plane. One is a general form. General form is what? Ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0. This is your general form which you have discussed so far, right? This is my general form. Whereas 1 point form is this. When 1 point is known to you and normal direction ratios are known to you, then the equation of the plane is A into x minus x1 plus B into y minus y1 plus C into z minus z1 equals 0. This is the second form. And the third form is the intercept form. That is x by A plus y by B plus z by C equals to 1, where A, B, C are the x-intercept, y-intercept, z-intercepts, right? These are the three structures we have discussed so far. After that, immediately, when centroid is involved in the problem, then how to solve the problem, that I have explained in the two problems, right? So anyhow, in the case of centroid ABC is involved, at that time formula for plane equation is x by A plus z by B plus y by B plus z by C equals to 3. This is very important. ఇది కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుందండి. మీరు ఇంటర్సెప్ట్ ఫామ్ ఏమో x by A plus y by B plus z by C equals to 1 కదా, ఇది ప్లేన్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఇంటర్సెప్ట్ ఫామ్ లో. Whereas in the case of a centroid ABC is given to us, ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఇది 1 ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఇక్కడ 1 వస్తుంది, right? 1 is there. Whereas in the case of centroid is involved, what is the formula? What is the formula? Centroid ABC given to us x by A plus y by B plus z by C equals 3. అది కొద్దిగా మీరు బై హార్ట్ చేయాల్సిన ఫార్ములా కొద్దిగా, అంటే అది ఇది సేమ్ అని అనుకోకండి. ఆ లాజిక్ నుంచి ఇది వచ్చేసి ఇది 3 అవుతుంది. I have explained how I am getting 3 also. All right. So now I am going to discuss fourth method, fourth form, right? General form, intercept form, 1 point form. 3 forms completed. Now we are going to take a fourth form, which is known as a normal form, right? So normal form of what? Normal form. Fourth form. So here, in general, your normal form is always of this type, that is Lx plus My plus Nz equals to P. This is your normal form, where P is the perpendicular distance from the origin to the plane, and elements are the direction cosines of that OP, right? So here P is the perpendicular distance from the origin to this plane. అంటే ఆరిజిన్ నుంచి ఆ ప్లేన్ కు ఉన్నటువంటి డిస్టెన్స్ వచ్చేసి ఏమంటున్నామంటే P అంటున్నాము. దిస్ డిస్టెన్స్ is nothing but your P. So anyhow, an element are the what? Direction cosines of that line. So now another form is also there, but this is enough for you, right? There is one more. Instead of writing Lmn, your normal form also can be expressed as cos alpha. Why? Because Lmn nothing but cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. That is the reason, instead of writing a normal form like this, you may also write it as cos alpha into x plus cos beta into y plus cos gamma into z equals to P, right? And note that since P is the distance from the origin to plane, that is the reason your P is always what? It is always positive only. Your P value is always positive only. Whenever we are dealing with geometry, distances always will consider in terms of only positive sign, right? Even though sometimes you may face problems in which area of the triangle is some minus something, or a distance is a minus something. Don't use that minus. In your final answer, you should consider only plus symbols, right? That is very important. Usually majority of the students will do mistake in writing the answers. In geometry particularly, whenever we are writing area, volume or distance, these type for all these type of things, better to write answers in terms of plus sign only, right? So now, whenever since your elements are what? Your elements are direction cosines. That is the reason immediately we have a relation. One relation is there for this direction cosines. What is the relation we have in direction cosines?
L square plus M square.
Square plus M square plus.
Right. That is very important relation we have. This relation helps us in solving so many problems. L square plus M square plus N square value is always 1. Of course, here also we have some reduction of general procedure to this one. I am trying to explain here. Right now, now the thing is how to reduce a problem from general into normal form, right? Reduction of a general form into normal form. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ఇచ్చినప్పుడు జనరల్ ఫామ్ నుంచి నార్మల్ ఫామ్ కి ఎట్లా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాము, right? This type of reductions is helpful in giving some different problems in answering. Sometimes while to answer the questions, this type of conversions also helpful for us, right? Question general form లో ఇచ్చి ఆన్సర్స్ అన్ని నార్మల్ ఫామ్ కి సంబంధించిన అడుగుతుంటాడు. అలాంటప్పుడు ఈ కన్వర్షన్స్ అనేవి కొద్దిగా ఐడియా ఉంచుకోవాలండి, right? So anyhow, here whenever we are given problem is like this, ax plus by, I mean this is a general form, right? Plus d equals to 0. Now the question is whether my d is a positive or d is a negative. మనకి ఇచ్చినటువంటి d అనేది పాజిటివ్ ఆ నెగటివ్ అనే సిచ్యువేషన్ వస్తుంది. If your d is a negative, for example, if your d is a value is a negative here, in such case, this thing I can express it as a by root over a square plus b square, a square plus b square plus c square into x plus b by root over same thing into y plus c by root over same thing into z is equals to, when your d is negative, you can bring that one to RHS, then that is a positive again. That is the reason I can write it as like this. So here, now it looks like in the form of again normal form. This Lx plus my plus nz equals to p structure. So where L is nothing but a by root over a square plus b square plus c square, and m is nothing but, have you observed this relation? Whenever we are writing at the time of
direction ratios.
ఆ రిలేషన్ ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది, మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారో లేదో, right? So that is a relation which I have explained at the time of direction, cosines and ratios. That is the reason, because of this reason I have focused more on direction, cosines and ratios before to the planes, because in according to our syllabus it is not mentioned, but that those concepts are helpful in giving answers even in planes, lines, and even in other concepts. When your other case is when your d is negative, when your d is negative, when your d is negative means at that time in
Above case is also d is negative, sir.
Sorry, positive, right? Positive, right? D is positive, right? Thank you. So when your d is positive, in such a case, you should write the given equation. You can write the given equation, right? Minus b by minus cz is equals to d. So here don't confuse, simply this minus comes. This is minus, minus, and minus will come. These three minus signs. And the same argument is same, all right? So this is about positive and negative case. However, this is important for us. D is negative case is important for us. However, you can keep this one also in your mind. It is not a big problem, right? This is one thing which we can right. So now this is about problems of the normal form. Now I am going to discuss some problems. All right. So problems are, for example, if you are given a problem like this problem. So far we have discussed 4 different forms for the plane equation. Standard form is ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0. one point form is when a point is given to us and normal direction ratios are given to us, then a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equals to 1, right? When that is known as a 1 point is equals 0, sorry, is known as a 1 point form, and intercept form is nothing but what? X by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 1. Of course, in the case of centroid, your plane equation, if your centroid is known to us, ABC is known to us, then the formula for plane equation is x by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 3. Of course, in the case of a normal form, your plane equation is Lx plus My plus Nz is equals to P. These 4 forms are very important. And one more point is also there, that is known as a 3-point form. That is easy condition for us. Some determinant method is there to verify that. Right? Particularly, these 4 are very important in solving of problems under planes. Right? The next angles anyhow. Now problem is first problem is, if the axis of a rectangular and a point P is given to us, point is given to us capital P, otherwise you may consider it as 2, 3, minus 1. We are given a point. Now we to find what is the question is? Point is 2, 3, minus 1. Find the equation of the plane through this point P at the right angles of OP. So in general, what you know whenever point is given to us, formula for plane equation is, right, a into x minus 2 plus b into y minus b into y minus 3 plus c into z plus z minus of minus, which is z plus 1 equals to 0. This is the equation of the plane, right? So now, what are the, here we are given a point, right? This is what? This is nothing but, this is some plane equation which we have to find from origin to this point. Here P is a point given to us, that is nothing but your P here, right? Which is a point in the plane. Now for OP, this is from origin to that plane, we can establish OP. For that OP line, direction ratios are what? What are the direction ratios now?
2, 3, minus 1.
Right, 2, 3, minus 1. So because right, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Because this is nothing but my 0, 0, 0, right? 0, 0, 0. Whereas my P is nothing but 2, 3, minus 1. According to the formula, we know that x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. That is the reason these are the direction ratios, right? So now I am supposing that since these are the direction ratios, but here direction ratios are what? A, B, C. These are the 3 direction ratios. So because of this, for the same OP, direction ratios are this, and the direction ratios must be satisfies this relation. That is A by 2 is equals to B by ratios. Indirectly, that word we are using, because of that ratios concept, I should have this ratios must be is proportion to some constant K. Directly proportion to some, because these 3 are equal means that equal number must be some number that is, I am supposing as some K, right, which is some constant. So now through which I have that A is equals to 2K, right? A is equals to 2K and B is equals to 3K, B is equals to 3K and C is equals to minus K, right? Particularly here constant means which is a non-zero constant, right? This ratio should be some number I am supposing. Whenever A, B, C are these 3 values, if you substitute to this A, B, C, if you substitute to this A, B, C in this A, B, C, if you substitute to this 3 in these values, right, then you will get 2k into x minus 2 plus this is 2k, right? 2k into x minus 2 plus 3k into x minus this 3k into y minus 3 plus minus k into z plus 1 equals to 0. So by taking k as common, right? From this equation, I can take k as common. So if I take k as common, what is the rest of the equation is 2 into x minus 2 plus 3 into y minus 3 plus 1 into, sorry, it is a minus 1, right? Minus 1 into z minus 1 equals to 0. But since it is this ratios are proportional, all these three ratios are equal, and I am supposing as some non-zero constant. That is the reason this cannot be 0. So whenever in our mathematics, whenever a into b is 0, then we have three cases. One is what? One is your
A equal to 0, or b
right?
equal to 0, or ab equal to 0.
Right. So here also majority of the students are maybe sometimes faculty also make in confusion. I'm not sure, but majority of clear. But whenever a into b is equals to 0, it doesn't mean that it poses three cases. మీరు అందరు కూడా ఇక్కడ మిస్టేక్ చేస్తుంటారండి జనరల్గా. 3 కేసెస్ అంటే ఏదన్నా ఒకటి A0 కావచ్చు, B0 కావచ్చు, రెండు కూడా 0 కావచ్చు. Like that here k into this is k, and this is another one is what? My another value is this one. This one. So only ఈ 2 into x minus 2 ఇదైనా 0 కావచ్చు, k అయినా 0 కావచ్చు. ఇక్కడ k 0 అవ్వడానికి ఛాన్స్ లేదు కాబట్టి ఓన్లీ this is equals to 0 అని చెప్పేసి కంక్లూజన్ ఇచ్చేస్తుంటాం. When this is equals to 0 implies what? On simplifying this, you will get it as, right? You will get it as 2x plus, ఇది సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే మీకు ప్లేన్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఏమొస్తుందంటే 2x plus 3y minus z is equals to 14, right? Is equals to 14. This is the equation of the plane for this problem, right? And now my next problem is, just try to answer this question. Find the equation of the plane, right? We are given a problem like this. Find the equation of the plane. I'm expecting answer from you only. Find the equation of the plane which passes through. This is my plane only, right? This is my plane, right? This whole thing is my plane, right? Okay. Find the equation of the plane which passes through the point. Sorry. Right. In this, I have a point. My point is some 2, 3, minus 1. 2, 3, minus 1. Right. Find the equation of the plane which
Same point,
through.
sir.
Same point. Point is same, correct?
Okay,
So,
sir.
okay. ఇది తీసేసి ఒక నిమిషం ప్లేన్ కిందికి వేస్తాను. Right. This is my plane. In this point is 2, 3, minus 1. ఇట్లా ఇచ్చాడు. ఇచ్చేసి దీనికి నార్మల్ ఉంటుంది కదా, రైట్? ఫర్ దట్ నార్మల్, ఆన్ దట్ నార్మల్ వీఆర్ గివెన్ 2 points. అండ్ ఏమంటున్నా అంటే ఫైండ్ ది ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్లేన్ విచ్ పాసెస్ త్రూ 2, -3, 1 అండ్ plane is perpendicular to the line joining the points. Perpendicular అంటే ఆ లైన్ ఏమవుతుంది ఆటోమేటిక్ గా యువర్ నార్మల్, రైట్? సో లైన్ జాయినింగ్ ది పాయింట్స్ 3, 4, this is a 3, right? This is a 3, 4, minus 1, right? Another point is a 2, minus 1, స్టాండర్డ్ క్వశ్చన్ అండి ఇది. ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే ఒక విధంగా దీన్ని పెద్ద ఎంత ట్విస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఏం కాదు ఇది, రైట్? సో ఒక విధంగా మనము దీన్ని జనరల్ సింపుల్ జామెట్రీలో ఐఐటి రామయ్య సార్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా చూసారో లేదో, రైట్? ఇంటర్మీడియట్ శంకర్మట్ల సార్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ అది. నేను నా ఎంఎస్సి డేస్లో ఆ పేపర్స్ చూసేవాడిని, నేను క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ చూసేవాడిని. సార్ క్వశ్చన్స్ చాలా ఈజీగా ఉంటాయి. నేను పర్టికులర్గా జామెట్రీ క్వశ్చన్సే ఎక్కువ నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేసేవాడిని. అసలు సార్ ఇచ్చే క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎంత ఈజీగా ఉంటాయంటే సర్కిల్ అంటాడు, ఏరియా అంటాడు, కానీ దాన్ని కొంత ట్విస్ట్ ఇస్తాడు అంతే, దాన్ని అది కరెక్ట్ క్యాచ్ చేస్తే నథింగ్. ఇప్పుడు ఇది చూడండి, సింపుల్. ఒక ప్లేన్లో ఒక పాయింట్ ఉంది, దానికి ఆ ప్లేన్కి ఒక పర్పెండిక్యులర్ లైన్ వేసాడు, దాని మీద ఒక 2 పాయింట్స్ ఇచ్చాడు, ఇచ్చేసి ఫైండ్ ద ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్లేన్ అన్నాడు. దీన్నే మనం ఇంకొకలాగా కూడా తిప్పి క్వశ్చన్ అడిగినా కూడా స్టూడెంట్ కరెక్ట్ క్యాచ్ చేసి ఆన్సర్ చేయడం చాలా ఈజీ, రైట్? సో అప్పట్లో నేను ఇంటర్మీడియట్లో 2 డైమెన్షనల్ జామెట్రీలో కూడా అట్లా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇచ్చేవాడిని. ఒకసారి సేమ్ ఆ క్వశ్చన్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్గా ఎగ్జామ్లో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్, నా ఎగ్జామ్ ప్రీ ఫైనల్ ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ సేమ్ యాజ్ ఐపీ ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చిందండి. మేబీ అది 2004 or 5 అయి ఉంటుంది. 2004, 5 కాదు, 3 or 4 ఇప్పుడు ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ అందరూ చేయొచ్చు. ఎలా చేయొచ్చు చెప్పండి? మనకు 1 పాయింట్ ఫార్మ్ ఇదే కదా, 1 పాయింట్ ఫార్మ్ యూజ్ చేస్తే a ఇంటూ ఎక్స్ మైనస్ 2 స్టాండర్డ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇది, ప్లస్ b ఇంటూ y మైనస్ 3
x plus 5y plus minus 6z minus 23 equal to 0.
Minus 6z equals to 23.
రైట్. దిస్ ఈస్ z ప్లస్ 1 ఈక్వల్స్ టు 0, రైట్? ఇందులో మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి? ఏబిసిలు అన్నోన్, ఇంకా నథింగ్ బట్ డైరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్. దాని కొరకు ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు? మనకు లైన్ మీద 2 పాయింట్స్ ఇచ్చాడు. యూ మే ట్రీట్ దిస్ 2 పాయింట్స్ యాజ్ P అండ్ Q. ఆన్సర్ ఏంటండి? ఆన్సర్ ఏమన్నారు?
X plus 5z minus
X plus 5y minus 6z
minus 6z equals to 23.
23.
రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్ అనుకుంటా.
Right, sir. Minus 23 equal to 0 అట్లేనా రాజ్?
23 అయినా వచ్చిన కాన్స్టెంట్
plus 23 sir.
ప్లస్ 23 వచ్చిందా? ఒకసారి
Yes,
చెక్
yes,
చేయండి.
sir.
ఒకసారి
X
నేనేమన్నా
plus 5y minus 6z minus 23 equals 0.
23 అయినా నా దగ్గర నాకేమో 19 వచ్చింది, మరి నేను రాంగ్ చేశానేమో. ఒకసారి సింపుల్ ఎనీ డైరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్ అంటే కదా, 2 పాయింట్స్ అంటే మీరు డైరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్ వస్తాయి. ఏమొస్తాయి చెప్పండి? 1, 5
minus 6.
ఓకే, ఈ 1, 5 మైనస్ 6 డైరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్ వస్తాయి. ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి నేను ఎక్కడ మిస్టేక్ చేశాను? ఇది 19 ఎందుకు వచ్చింది నాకు?
సార్
నాకు 19 వచ్చింది.
-1 -5 6 direction ratios.
Minus.
Yes, minus
Of course,
1.
we can take plus or minus.
X2 minus X1.
minus 5.
ఇలా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ప్లస్
Plus or minus we can take, sir.
రైట్, ఏదైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు.
ఏది తీసుకున్నా
నేను
ఏం
అదర్ పార్ట్ తీసుకున్నాను, అందువల్ల నాకు 19 లో చూపిస్తుంది. రైట్. ఓకే, యు ఆర్ ఆల్సో కరెక్ట్ 100%, రైట్? ప్లస్ 23 ఏది అన్నారు?
ఎలా తీసుకున్నా వస్తుంది సార్, 23 నే వస్తుంది.
కూడా మీరు కొద్దిగా ప్రాక్టికల్ గా మనము క్వశ్చన్ ఇక్కడ జామెట్రీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇక్కడ చదువుతున్నామంటే మన మైండ్ లో ఆ ఫిగర్ అవి రావాల్సిందే, ఇమాజినేషన్ రావాలి ఇమీడియట్ గా. అలా వస్తే సింపుల్ గా సరిపోతుంది. బట్ ఫుట్ ఆఫ్ ది పర్పెండిక్యులర్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు నేను ఆ క్యూ ఇవ్వను. నేను సేమ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఇంకా వేరేలాగా కూడా అడుగుతాను. నేను అంటే సేమ్ అంటే అప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ వేరే వస్తుండొచ్చు మీకు, యూ మే గెట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఆన్సర్. అలా ఇన్ అనదర్ ప్రాబ్లం ఐ మే గివెన్ క్వశ్చన్ లైక్ దిస్, సమ్ ప్లేన్ ఈస్ గివెన్ టు మీ, రైట్? ప్లేన్ ఇస్తాడు, ఇచ్చేసి రైట్ ఓకే నార్మల్ అంటాడు. నార్మల్ 1 పాయింట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ టు అస్, సమ్ పి అంటాడు, సంథింగ్ ఏదో ఇస్తాడు, రైట్? ఇచ్చేసి వేర్ ఫుట్ ఆఫ్ ది పర్పెండిక్యులర్ ఈజ్ ఎం అంటాను నేను మిమ్మల్ని కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేయడానికి. క్యూ అంటే మీకు ఈజీగా క్యాచ్ చేస్తారని సమ్ ఎం ఈజ్ సంథింగ్ అని చెప్పేస్తాను. ఇప్పుడు దీనికి కూడా ప్లేన్ ఈక్వేషన్ చేయొచ్చా లేదా? This data, can we solve a problem? Can I calculate a plane equation or not?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
ఎట్లా చెప్పండి, ఎలా చేస్తారు ఈ ప్రాబ్లం?
2 పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి రేషియోస్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. తర్వాత పాయింట్ m ఉంటుంది.
పాయింట్ m పెట్టేసి
పాయింట్ అనేది m అంటే ఇక్కడ m అనేది నీకు 2 టైమ్స్ వర్కౌట్ చేస్తుంది, 2 టైమ్స్ నీకు యూజ్ అవుతుంది కదా m వాల్యూ, m పాయింట్. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్, రైట్? సో అంటే ఈ యాంగిల్లో మనం ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు కూడా ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నామంటే, ఇప్పుడు నార్మల్ డైరెక్షన్ రేషియోస్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ ప్లేన్ అని ఉండాలి మైండ్లో. ఇంకా ఆ ప్రాబ్లం ఎలా ఇచ్చినా కూడా అంటే కంపల్సరీ ఒక పాయింట్ 2 పాయింట్స్ అని నార్మల్ అని అట్లా ఫిక్స్ అవ్వద్దు. అది ఎట్లా వచ్చినా కూడా మనం ఇమీడియట్గా అటాక్ చేయగలిగితే చాలా ప్రాబ్లం. దట్ ఈస్ ది దట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లాజిక్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పర్టికులర్లీ ఫర్ ద జామెట్రిక్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఇంకొకటి చాలా వరకు జామెట్రీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్లో ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చాయంటే 3 or 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఈజీ అండి. చాలా సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్లో ఆన్సర్స్ తెలిసిపోతాయి. ఈవెన్ డిఫరెన్షియల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ కూడా ఈ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంది, మీకు తెలుసో లేదు మరి. జామెట్రీ వరకు చాలామంది చేస్తారు ఇది, బట్ డిఫరెన్షియల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్లో కూడా విచ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్ ఈ సొల్యూషన్ అన్నప్పుడు క్రాస్ చెక్ ఈజీగా చెక్ చేయొచ్చు. మ్యాక్సిమం 40% ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ నొట్టి చెక్ నువ్వు మెథడ్ పోయి మెథడ్ నుంచి ప్రాబ్లం అదంతా చేయడం కంటే కూడా సొల్యూషన్ అంటే చాలు. జామెట్రీలో ఎట్లయితే సొల్యూషన్ అనగానే సింపుల్గా మనం పాయింట్స్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసి 0 = 0 అని చూసుకుంటామో అదే ఐడియా డిఫరెన్షియల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్లో కూడా యూజ్ అవుతుంది, రైట్? ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ది వే ఆఫ్ సాల్వింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇన్ ద కేస్ ఆఫ్ ప్లేన్స్. సార్ నాగే సార్ కొద్దిగా కంటిన్యూ చేయనా ఆపనా?
ఓకే సార్, నో ప్రాబ్లం సార్, కంటిన్యూ.
ఇంకా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయిపోయాను కాబట్టి ఇంకా నేను ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇంకా డిఫరెంట్ వేరియస్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి నాకు. ఐ థింక్ నేను రేపు తీసుకుంటే బెటర్ అని అనుకుంటున్నాను.
అదే సార్ 16 అయింది, 816 అయింది, బెటర్ టు టేక్ టుమారో కంటిన్యూ.
ఓకే సార్, ఎందుకంటే నేను మెయిన్ ఫామ్